أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. What is the concept of pure Abdiyat, meaning Khalis Abdiyat, as given in the Kitabullah? This is the core message of the Quran Hakim, to be an Abd of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We, the believers, make this covenant with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in each salat. Surah Al-Fatiha, verse number 4. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'een. You alone we are abd of, and from you alone we seek help. We commonly see the translation of the word abd as worshipping. Does it really mean worshipping? Let us seek answers from the book of the Creator, Quran Hakim. Abd means a slave or a captive. Let us make an effort to comprehend the core message of the Quran, that is to become an abd of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah addresses humanity in the verse number 21 of the Surah Al-Baqarah. Ya ayyuhan nasu ubudu rabbakum. O humanity, become an abd of your sustainer. Each prophet came with the same message. In the Surah Al-Araf, Nuh, Hud, Saleh, and Shuaib alayhimussalam gave the same message to their respective communities. Ya qawmi ibudullah. O my people, become an abd of Allah. The concept of abdiyat is to submit to all commandments of Allah only. Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam said, and has been recorded in the verse number 40 of the Surah Yusuf, Inil hukmu illa lillah, amara Allah ta'budu illa iyyahu. It is for Allah alone to give commandments or order. He has commanded to become an abd of none except Him alone. Let us concentrate and try to comprehend with a few examples from the Quran Hakim to understand the meaning of Abdiyat. When Allah orders, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu la ta'kulur riba. O believers, do not consume usury. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives this commandment, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu taqullaha wa kulu qawlan sadida. O believers, be mindful of Allah and speak what is right. These are actions relevant to the practical life. Whereas worshipping means rituals only. Obedience to any order which originates from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only is Abdiyat, Khalis Abdiyat. Let us ponder again on the distinct and clear messages, the bayinat of the Kitabullah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes an address in the verse number 60 of the Surah Yasin. Alam ahad ilaykum ya bani Adama. Did I not command you, O children of Adam? Allah ta'budu shaitan. Do not become a slave, a captive, or an abd of Satan. We can hardly find a person who worships Satan on the face of the earth. Rather, Satan is cursed by most of the humanity. The concept of Abdiyat is to reject all Satan ways. Innahu lakum aduvvum mubin. Indeed, he, meaning the Satan, is a clear enemy of all of you. Wa an'buduni haza siratum mustaqim. And Allah is addressing to become an abd of me, to become a slave of me. and this is the straight way. By following the Sirate Mustaqim, the commandments given in the Kitabullah, we will become an abd, a slave of Allah. And by following Satan ways, Nauz Billah, we will become an abd of Satan. Let us concentrate on a very important message about Abdiyat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has asked Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to make this announcement to the humanity. Surah Az-Zumar, verse number 11. Kul inni umirtu an a'budallaha mukhlisallahuddin. Say out, I have been ordered to become an abd of Allah with complete sincerity and purity towards His deen. Deen here means constitution, laws, or set of commandments given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. Surah Az-Zumar, verse number 3. Ala lillahi deenul khalis. Is the khalis deen or the pure deen or the pure constitution or the laws is not for Allah alone? Meaning Allah does not accept any impurities in the laws, in the constitution, in the commandments which He has given. Surah Az-Zumar, verse number 12. Wa umirtu li an akuna awwal al muslimin. And further speak out, Prophet Muhammad, that I have been ordered to be among the first one who surrenders to the commandments of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Surah Az-Zumar, verse number 13. Kul inni akhafu in asaitu rabbi azaba yawmin azim. Prophet Muhammad further speak out that I myself fear for the punishment of the great day if I disobey my sustainer. Surah Az-Zumar, verse number 14. Kulillaha a'budu mukhlisallahu dini. I am an abd of Allah with complete sincerity and purity in His deen, in the laws, in the commandments, in the constitution which Allah has given to me. Now, a logical mind asks this question: how can there be purity in submission when the people have divided the constitution into sects? Each sect is doing shirk in the commandments of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they are called Shurakae Deen. Surah Ash-Shura, verse number 21. Am lahum shuraka'u shara'u lahum minad deeni. Have they taken partners who give them sharai or religious commandments in the deen, the constitution, the commandments given by Allah? Ma lam ya'zam bihillah, for which Allah has given no license, no permission, no izn. A very important verse in the concept of Abdiyat is the verse number 79 of the Surah Al-Imran. Ma kana li basharin an yu'tiyahu Allahul kitaba wal hukma wan nubuwwata. It is not appropriate for any mortal man whom Allah has bestowed with Al-Kitab and the judgment, Hukm, and the prophethood. Summa yakula linnasi kunu ibadalli min dunillah. To speak to the mankind to become a slave, a servant, or a captive of him besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Walakin kunu rabbaniyin. But rather he should say, become men of your sustainer. Bima kuntum tu'allimun al-kitaba wa bima kuntum tadrusun. By virtue of what you read in the scripture and what you teach. Allah has asked Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to make an announcement to the mankind in the verse number 50 of the Surah Al-An'am. In attabi'u illa ma yuha ilayya. I obey and follow only what which has been revealed unto me. Let us take guidance on the concept of Abdiyat from the Surah Al-Kafirun. Kul ya ayyuhal kafirun. O Prophet, speak out to the deniers of the messages of the Quran. La a'budu ma ta'budun. I am not an abd, a captive or a slave of what you are abd of or slave of. Wala antum abiduna ma a'bud. And neither you are the abd or slaves of what I am abd of or slave of. Wala ana abidum ma abattum. And neither I am going to be an abd, a slave or captive of whom you are abd of or slave of. Wala antum abiduna ma a'bud. Neither you are the ibad or slaves of what I am abd or slave of. Lakum deenukum waliyadeen. For you is your deen, your laws, your constitution, your commandments, and for me is my deen, my laws, my constitution, which is given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I am submitting to His deen with complete purity and sincerity, as narrated in the verses from the Surah Az-Zumar in this talk. Jazakumullah khair.